What's up guys, Tim from Sports World HD and I'm back with an episode of the Marino Challenge Series, and this is our first ever game in Serie A, and it's against Juventus. Obviously we got promoted last season from Serie B, and today starts the beginning of a very difficult journey, because Serie A this year just looks incredible. The teams, starting Juventus today, as I said, it's just unreal. I mean, we've got a 5,500 seat stadium, isn't it, or something stupid? So, it's away. Today's away, but 5,500, and we got to go to the places like San Siro. It's going to be incredible. This season's so difficult. Transfers first though, and you'll see the first load are frees. Now these are the players who were co-owned by us. Now I didn't want them, so I offered frees. As you can see, I got them on a free. I offered no money. And obviously the other club didn't want them because we got the player, or I don't know how it works, but I imagine they didn't want them either, so we get the player, which is really unfortunate. But they're not going to be part of they'll be part of our squad, but they won't play. So now from this Juventus here with Liviero, I think I say that, he's our first signing really. Now brought him back after our successful spell with him last season. A lot of our signings are actually last season's. Boy is brought back again for another good spell. He's really developed. Actually, he really developed a lot last season. I think his attributes did. So he's back for another spell. Gabriel's back again. Another player we had last season, did quite nicely for us. This guy's new though, Lucas Acosta. Now he's been in various South American teams, but he looks okay. 15 passing is pretty good. This is a Brazilian striker who is okay. He had one average spell, 30 games, 10 goals. That's his best really. So hopefully, maybe Serie A might be a little bit too difficult for him, but we'll see how he goes. Hao Junmin, player I know from my time at the Pentagon Challenge. I believe I had him for Gangs of Evergrande. I believe I did anyway. Probably might not have done, sorry. But he's okay. He's really good actually. No, he's really good. He was brought in on a free transfer, and he gives us a commercial revenue boost thing, which is nice to see. Hopefully help our finances, but he's also our best winger now. Now as a new goalkeeper. Just needed an upgrade in lots of these positions, and he's nothing to write home about. He's nothing amazing, but hopefully he'll be okay. Better than what we had before. Again, what's really annoying is that we've got, well, just the harsh reality is that we've got players like Larusso, who's not very good, and AC Milan went out and bought David Luiz. It's just that's just the reality. You know how difficult this is going to be. We've had this guy before who didn't play at all really. 5 games before, but I just needed another centre back quickly. Rupe Risky, Finnish striker, is actually probably our best player. Finishing 16, composure 13, 15 pace, 17 acceleration, 14 agility. He'll hopefully be our best player. His history is really poor in terms of goals, other than the TPS season there, but he's not had a really good history. But hopefully his attributes will come good and he'll do really well for us. Rullo is another player, fullback I brought in. Just really to add a bit of depth to our squad. Maybe he'll start, maybe he'll be rotation, I'm not really sure yet. Tedeschi is a player we've had before, who did really well whenever he played. 16 games, really good ratings. So again, he's another player we brought in, know what he's all about, so he's back again. Bessa is another player we've had before. When he did play before, he did really nice, did 2 crucial goals for us. So he'll be another player who'll get involved with us this year. And then a Greek new gen fullback, right back. He's actually rated as our best right back. I don't really know how he's going to go. Apparently he's going to be a good player for us. We'll see. Players going out, just various dead weight left us. Probably one I'd like to have kept would either been, no, it was the goalkeeper, wasn't it? No, I can't remember. I thought I was. Never mind. Right, now. No. Down to business. Now, last season, survival was 38 points. But if you this is very hypothetical, guys. This is very wishful thinking. I expect us to get relegated, well and truly, just annihilated every game, more or less, because our squad is so poor compared to the rest of Serie A. But, hypothetically, 38 points is okay. Now, if you got 38 points, you could potentially come down to the final day of the season sort of thing, so you don't want that. So 40 points would be the next points, would be the target, say. 40 points for that season. And then the season before, it would have been 43 points. So you say between 40 and 43, or you could even say 40 and 45 points is what our objective has to be. So that's going to be very difficult to obtain, but 10 wins to survive. This is 10 wins. So 10 wins has to be our objective. Now, if you go down the league table, Napoli, not going to beat them. Milan, not going to beat them. Inter Milan, not going to beat them. Palermo, nope. Ascoli, nope. But while we're on Ascoli, actually, let's just see what they do transfer-wise, because obviously Tycoon owned, people might be interested. Now, 25.5 million is what they spent. Now, really, really disappointing what they did, actually. I was hoping they'd go big and bring in a really good player. They've clearly had the funds to spend, but they've just not spent it on a big superstar. They've opted to add depth to their squad, because, I mean, look, they've clearly got rid of more or less everybody from their squad, it seems. So, they've added a lot of depth, I guess, really. A lot of rotated squad players. No real superstars, but maybe that'll come in the future, we'll see. But I don't expect to get anything against them. Atalanta played them with QPR in the Champions League a few years into the future, so they're obviously a good team in the future. But they've lost their goalkeeper, who went to Napoli. He went to Napoli, I believe. But not going to beat them, I don't think. Cagliari, I'm not really sure. Catania, not really sure. Chiesa, not really sure. Now, not really sure because I don't know how we're going to stack up against their current squads. Genoa, nope. Juventus, nope. Lazio, nope. Sampdoria, nope. Sassuolo, possibly. Spezia, possibly. Udinese, no. Verona, possibly, because we had them last year, but they were a good team last year. Fiorentina, no. Roma, no. So 10 wins is going to be extremely difficult to achieve, quite frankly. Now, transfer-wise, rest of the league, Napoli went out and brought, they did brought in Consigli, really good goalkeeper. Some nice signings, actually. A lot better than I thought they were going to do. A lot of these teams did, which is frustrating because it means it's even harder for us. AC Milan, Carlo Ancelotti's now in charge of them. Went out and got a couple of players. David Luiz, as I said. Kuhn on a loan from Chelsea. Vivano, another goalkeeper, so they're clear to rebuild their goalkeeping department. A Greek striker. Pilar, whatever. Constant, who was on loan with them, or was co-owned by them, because he was with them before. I assume that was a co-ownership. Not really sure. Transfers, who left them for big money? Who was that? Who is the 8? Mattia Destro went to Dortmund. Interesting. Inter Milan, what did they do? £22 million. Again, not a lot of superstars, really. No superstars, but added depth to their squad. Lost £26 million players. Juan Jesus left for them, or Jesus, I don't know how you say it. He left him, and Handanovic went as well to Udinese. Udinese have clearly got some funds. Why have Udinese got funds? Promotion from within. Did they sell someone big? 25 million. Okay. Whatever. And Juventus, what did they do? I don't think they did a huge amount either, actually. £18 million, yeah, but Asamoah brought in, Alex was brought in. That's a solid signing for them, but he's a little bit older now, obviously. But Immobile, I think this is probably their biggest signing. A young, fairly young, 24 by Italian standards. That's pretty young striker. Florentina might be interesting. They've not got Jovetic. He went to Barcelona last season, that is. So yeah, you see the difference. It's going to be very difficult. In fact, it's going to be nigh on impossible. With regards to the international team, we just played against the Faroe Islands and we lost 2-1, which is annoying because they aren't that high in the world rankings. I was hoping for a better showing, particularly after the Cyprus win, but you know, you have to expect to lose with San Marino national team, so I have to expect to lose this season with San Marino club team as well, San Marino Calcio. But team is well, I got the assistant to pick the initial squad, quite frankly, and just added changed a few things. I think I changed. Who did I change? I changed the forward. I took Risky out because I don't want him to play today, and he won't do very well today. I don't want him to get off on the wrong foot, sort of thing, and have a slow start to the season. Have the media start saying he's played so many games without a goal. I expect to do really poorly today. When we start the season, what is it? Juventus, Fiorentina, something, which is going to be extremely difficult. But this Juventus team is pretty beastly. Pretty beastly, to say the least. Chiellini on the ball now. It's such a world away. I mean, you think our squad, we've probably got, don't know off the top of my head for fact, but we've probably got a couple of players. Loriente, 1-0. That didn't take long. 44 seconds, we're already 1-0 down. Of course we bloody are. Not the start San Marino planned. You can say that again. But you could say our squad, really, I mean, we've probably got a couple of players we had in our first season. So that's the third tier of Italian football playing in Serie A. We've probably got a couple of guys. I think we got a couple of guys. I think a winger. Was it a winger maybe and a fullback? And so those players we signed on the co-ownership things. Now you notice you can use 12 subs in Serie A this season in real life. I think it's the first year they've done this. But you can only make 3 subs. You can name 12, but you can only make 3 in the game. Sort of thing. Not really sure why they did that. Seems a bit bizarre. And we're already 2-0 down. Quagliera scored it. That's not. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get hammered. This is gonna be 3-0. Loriente, there we go. Benatia. No, the goal won't stand apparently. I can't remember. Did I show fixtures? We played 2 friendlies and hammered both teams, and then we played a cup game. And I did arrange a third friendly for the match fitness and everything like that, but I forgot again. The cup starts before the season starts, and the cup replaced the friendly, which meant we had a cup game as our competitive cup game as our third friendly pre-season game sort of thing, and we lost, of course, because we weren't prepared, which is just really annoying. So we're out the cup, but again, really not bothered by that because I don't want to be in the cup. I need all our resources to be put into survival this season, which is not really looking likely at all at this stage. Being 2-0 down away at Juventus. Oh my god. I mean, I genuinely do think we could set a record for the lowest points total for Italian football. We're that poor compared to the rest of the league. I mean, I was contemplating going counter-attack today, but I find if you go counter-attack, it does the complete opposite. You just 3-0. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you go counter-attack, because if you're going to go up against a team that's going to annihilate you, like Juventus are going to annihilate us, come what may, it doesn't matter what we did today. It does not matter what formation we select. Their squad is so good compared to ours, it didn't even matter what we were going to do, which is fair enough. So I just didn't see the point in putting counter-attack on, to only sit back and just, I mean, okay, we've only got 32% possession anyway, but to just sit back and just look to hit on the counter, I just didn't see the point when we're going to lose anyway, quite frankly. It seemed pretty pointless, really, because we're not going to win. We were never going to win this. We're going to put Rishi on now, actually, just see if he can't make a difference. Maybe get a goal back for the sake, for the sake of it. Can we score? These aren't the games I'm targeting, though. Obviously, for obvious reasons, these aren't the games we're targeting. The games we've got to target are against Spezia and potentially Chievo, Catania, Cagliari potentially. Those are the games we've got to look to get our points out of, because against the Milans, Romas, Lazios, Juventuses, Napolis, we're not going to do anything. In fact, we'll get beaten 3-0 like we did today. 3-0 is not disgraceful. 3-0 is not a disgraceful result. I'm going to say we're unlucky. There we go. Keep the morale nice and high, because we are going to get beaten, so the morale will get low. Got to try and keep the morale high. Ascoli started with a 3-0 victory over Spezia. Scores on the doors: Inter beat Palermo, Napoli beat Roma. Napoli are actually the champions of Serie A, as you can see there, with Cavani still in their squad, which probably goes a long way to why they're champions. Did Milan play, or Milan beat Fiorentina day before? We've lost a player who's going to be out for 4 to 5 months. Of course he is. Of course he is. Right, okay. So, we've lost our first game. 3-0 down. We're not bottom, though. We're not bottom. We are not bottom. Spezia are bottom. Where are they expecting me? I'm expecting 19th? 19th, yeah. So, they're the team we've got to try and target to beat, realistically. So, we're looking at potentially Kiev, Sassuolo, Verona, Catania, Spezia. That's about it, really, and anything else is a bonus. So those are the games you've got to get points out of. Wins, really, wins. And it's done that bloody bug again. I swear, it's been doing this since the start of the since the game first came out. It's a bug they've never fixed, and it's not just this particularly loaded version on this laptop, for example, because I've got it on various different computers, and it does the exact same thing. They've never fixed it. It gets confused if you select a team and you come back. Because we are not Spezia Calcio 1906. That's not us. We are San Marino. And they've never fixed that. I've seen it. It's been said in the SI forums. People have put it, telling them about it, but they've never changed it. Which is kind of annoying, because now to go back to it, I believe the way I do it is just click there and get it back that way. Because otherwise it stays for a bit. And another bug, actually, while I'm on the case of bugs, is you know when you change a loading screen, so you go forward in time, you know your mouse cursor, the pointer thing, you know that turns to a football when it's loading, sort of thing. It does when that freezes, when you have to keep the ball to select things even when the game's not forwarding anymore, and the only way to get out of it is to save your game and restart the game. Is the only way to fix it. And again, it's been doing that since the game came out. So what they've done is they fixed the match engine, which is great, fair enough, they fixed the match engine, but things that actually influence the actual playing of the game more than the actual match engine, really, because you've got to use the cursor to select everything in the game. Okay, maybe the name thing doesn't make a huge difference, but anyway, enough of that rambling. If SI are watching, fix those bugs, please, and hopefully do a small miracle for my San Marino team, because that's what it's going to take for us to survive. I'm expecting next season to be in Serie A B, and hopefully bounce back again. So I'll come back after January transfer window, so February. So what our game will probably be Udinese. We'll probably lose that, so I'll come back then. Wish me luck, guys, and I'll see you guys next time.